12 years apart, two Chandigarh women met a similar tragic fate: murdered and raped. With 800 suspects, a cold case, a single clue, semen evidence led police on a grueling investigation. The hunt ended in May 2024 with arrest of a taxi driver, Monu Kumar, the 38-year-old man behind both the crimes. Hello and welcome to the Savera. This is Dinkle before you with a news report that sounds exactly like a fresh murder mystery streaming on Netflix. But it is not. It is sadly a real horrific twin murder and a rape case committed 12 years apart, but somehow helped police to crack down the case and catch the accused who was responsible for both murders and rape committed a decade apart. Let me drive you through the timelines of the crime. On July 30th of 2010, 14 years ago, a 22-year-old MBA student was found murdered in Chandigarh Sector 38 West. During the preliminary investigation of the murder, semen samples were collected from her body. Consequently, in November 2013, the police added rape charges to the murder case after the forensic report confirms victim was raped. 10 years down the line, police investigated the case only to file an untraced report in a local court, citing that all their efforts to arrest the accused went in vain in February 2022. 10 years down the line, the police investigated the case only to file an untraced report in a local court, citing that all their efforts to arrest the accused went in vain in February 2020. Then in January 2022, 12 years after the first incident, a 40-year-old woman is found murdered near her house in Maloya. And just like in the first case that happened in 2010, forensic experts collected semen from victim's body. Now here is the main turning point. In December 2022, the forensic body verbally shares with Chandigarh Police that semen collected from both the bodies of the women belongs to the same man. Following the big lead, the very next month in January 2023, police reopens the file of the 2010 rape murder case along with investigation into the 2022 case. Starts profiling suspects living in the vicinity of the murder scenes. Around 800 men profiled and 15 prime suspects narrowed down. And cut to now, that is May 2024, police arrested taxi driver Monu Kumar after his semen samples matches those collected from the two victims' bodies. Now, who is Monu Kumar? He is father of two daughters, drives taxi on intercity routes near Chandigarh. As per the police officials, Monu, who has studied till class 7, was actively trying to evade arrest over the past 14 years. He had not even registered for an Aadhaar card that could link him to the twin murders. Investigators said that Monu worked as an intercity taxi driver and thus mostly stayed out of the town. Father of two daughters, he was separated from them and his wife since 2011. He was also booked in similar rape murder case in Hamirpur, Himachal Pradesh in 2008. However, due to lack of evidence, he was acquitted after an 18-month trial. Apart from these three murder cases, he is named in 7 other cases, mostly for theft. Police will be sharing his information with other states to look into his involvement in any other unsolved murder cases. Chandigarh Police have secured his 2-day custody from a local court for further questioning. But before that, let me drive you through more details of the story. After grueling investigation, Chandigarh Police have finally nabbed the serial killer behind the eerily similar two murders occurred 12 years apart. It was identical semen samples from the bodies of both victims, a 22-year-old MBA student who was raped and murdered in Sector 38 West in 2010, and a 40-year-old woman who met the same fate in 2 kilometers away Maloya in 2022 that helped the police to nail the accused. Identified as Monu Kumar, 38, the accused is a taxi driver by profession. Resident of Shahpur Colony in Sector 38 West, he is father of 2 daughters but separated from them and his wife since 2011. He originally hails from Uttar Pradesh and is being interrogated further by cops. While initially police had reached a dead end in the 2010 rape murder case and even filed an untraced report in court in February 2020, police got a break following the uncannily similar rape murder in 2022. The doctor who had conducted the autopsy of the MBA student in 2010 had also visited the crime spot in 2022 and found similar circumstantial evidence, prompting police to seek DNA tests conducted mostly in sensitive and heinous crimes, including murder and rape. The Central Forensic Science Laboratory team had preserved semen samples collected from the bodies of both victims, masking the DNA test possible that eventually established the both women were murdered by the same man. Taking the probe forward, in 2023, police verified the antecedents of around 800 people in the areas around murder spots, 500 for the 2010 murder and 300 for the 2022 murder. The District Crime Cell, which was formed in 2021 to solve heinous crimes, recreated and reinvestigated both the cases. Out of the 800 profiled people, police rounded up 15 prime suspects and collected their semen samples, leading police to the Monu Kumar, whose semen samples recently matched with those collected from the victim's body. As per the police profiling, the accused was likely to be aged between 35 and 40 years and anywhere between 5'6" to 5'10" in height. Thus, police verified the antecedents and all auto rickshaw and taxi drivers and vegetable vendors living in the vicinity of the murder scenes, especially men living alone for a long time, that led investigators, a taxi driver Monu Kumar as well. Killer struck twice in 12 years. Now, shockingly, after Chandigarh Police failed to trace the accused in the first murder, he targeted the second victim brazenly after 12 years. Now, let me quickly take you through both the cases that occurred 12 years apart but brazenly very similar. And both the cases, let me remind you, were carried out by the same person. On July 30th of 2010, the 22-year-old MBA student was sitting on her scooter and talking to a male friend when someone hit her from behind before murdering her. Her body was found in a semi-naked condition near a taxi stand in Sector 38 West. She was hit on the head with a heavy stone. There were strangulation marks on her neck, and the body also bore several injuries on her wrist, thigh and back. Police had filed an untraced report in a local court in 2020, citing that all their efforts to arrest the accused went in vain. Now, what happened in the case of January 2022? The 40-year-old mother of 3 had gone missing around 8 p.m. after being dropped at bus stand in Maloya by her husband. Later, her naked body with her mouth gagged with socks was found in the bushes a few meters from her house in Maloya. There are no major injuries on the body and her clothes were found a few meters away from the body. Her husband, 45, who piles in auto rickshaw, had lodged a missing person complaint after she did not return home. Well, these are the 2 cases that have been now cracked by the Chandigarh Police. That's all for now. For more major updates, stay tuned to the Savera.